Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
No, that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds
Sounds
like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds
nonsense.
like nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's gonna
nonsense.
sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
No.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
What's happening?
Who's this?
This is a man that goes by the name of Will.
Oh, hi, Will.
Will from the cabin.
Hey, Will.
Yeah, Will.
Can I ask you a question, Will?
Yes, please.
Should poop be called making leftovers?
What?
Should say it again.
Should poop be called making leftovers?
Oh, that's a good point. I get what you're saying. I'm going to go make poop. Okay, yeah, I get it. No, it shouldn't.
It should not.
No.
Okay.
I mean, that just really ruined my leftovers that we had today. You know what I mean?
But now they're going to be double leftovers.
Oh, my God. I don't know what goes through your mind.
I don't know. This is just what I thought of this morning. Because I had leftovers last night, and this morning while I was pooping, I was like, am I having leftovers again?
Okay.
And I was like, that's pretty funny.
eating
Write
your
that down.
poo?
Huh?
Have you been eating your poo?
No. We just make it.
Well, that's
I'm just
really not a
make-
leftover until it goes back into your face.
That's your husband. That's your husband.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. But hey, welcome to the Sounds Like Nonsense podcast, everyone. I am your host, Jeb, and on the number 2s, out at his fabulous lake house, we have Mr. Will Ridge.
Look at that
Oh.
wood grain. It's beautiful.
And his little monkey behind him. And then
It's a
sitting on the
gorilla.
couch here in beautiful Solvang, California, is the illustrious Sportney.
Oh, hi.
Hey!
I was like, what? What's
I'm changing it
happening?
up. I can do whatever I want.
Yes, you can.
And then we have Jeff.
Yeah, what's
I'm
up?
just kidding. We have the
Happy Sunday,
illustrious
everybody.
Mr. Raleigh, the Jayer, the chef, the slick big dick, a.k.a. the convertible man, the great uncle, also known as Delicious J, the line stepper, a.k.a. Mr. Pinky Toe, the slithery D, Mr. His Terms, leg man, fish fucker, Mr. Blowhole, live stream. He puts the hot in yoga. He's the key master of the kiss vault and blew all the way through. I know he says some crazy shit. He wants to suck his balls. His ass is clean as a fucking whistle. And he's on his own personal sex bomb. His name is Jeff.
Yo.
Ah.
I couldn't not do it.
Yeah. you
No.
have to.
I mean, you absolutely should.
For those of you that are new to the podcast, what we do each week is we talk some shit. We listen to a bunch of music. We talk to the people that surround themselves with music the same way that we do. With that all being said, who's ready for some new fucking music?
I am.
Sporty,
Do it.
who do we have this week?
So this week we have the band Honeytalks with their song New Heights. We have the Von Tramps with their song Low Main off their new album Go. And we are interviewing Jenna from the band.
Awesome.
Also, we have Russkaja. Wait, he told me how to say it, and I'm
Yeah.
saying it fucking
Got
wrong.
it.
Russkaja.
Say it with confidence.
Russkaja. Okay.
Russkaja.
Yes,
Yeah.
and their song Energia, and we
Energia.
Energia.
Let's get it
God.
right. Let's get it right.
And then we interviewed Georgij this week.
Yeah, earlier this week.
Yeah.
Because they're jumping on tour. I thought going into this that they were actually in Russia, but not true.
Yeah.
What?
He's from Russia
Right.
and is in Austria now.
That's right. Yeah. So they just landed yesterday in America. I saw his post update. So very fired up. They're going on tour with Flogging Molly.
Excited to see them on the boat.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out with them on the boat. Georgij was awesome.
It was a great interview.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Will called him Georgie the entire time.
Did I?
The
Yeah.
entire time, even at the end, and I purposely was like, "Okay, Georgij," like tried to like clue you in, and you're like, "Thanks a lot,
Oh,
Georgie."
God.
In terms.
You know what though?
Georgij.
Like, there's definitely like a dialect and everything's spelled a little because the Russkaja is what it looks like. Russkaja, but it's Russkaja.
Yeah.
And then it looks like Energia, but it's Energia.
Right.
And you'll hear it in the song. I mean, it's like the hook of the song, and it's great. It does get. I was going Energia, but anyhow, yeah, great bands. So we got 2 interviews this week. So we're gonna cut the bullshit
Fantastic.
a little bit shorter.
Cool.
And yeah, we've been working on it. So with that all being said, I talked about your butt just a little bit. Jeff, how we doing? How you feeling, buddy?
Oh, well, I was in by 8:30, out by 11 with some a pretty smooth buzz.
Hey.
Napped most of the day.
Walking with a limp.
Off and on. Sleep schedule got twisted upside down, but not as twisted as I got on Thursday night after drinking that concoction. It hit within about an hour.
Wow.
And it hit.
Yeah.
And for anybody who doesn't know what I'm referring to, I got a colonoscopy on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. And before that, they give you a mix that you have to drink, and that gets your body cleaned out. They don't have you eat anything the day before. No nuts, no corn.
Can you get that
3 days before? What's that, Will?
Can you get that stuff at a health food store just to like
just to clean you out?
Yeah.
After doing it, I probably need to do a yearly cleanse. I'm not saying to that degree, but it felt good to
be all the way out.
Yeah. Clean the system out.
I was thinking that today on my way over. I was like, man, I need to I'm so bloated. I ate so much bullshit yesterday.
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh, it was like fried chicken and pizza and Girl Scout
Both?
cookies. Yeah, eating Girl Scout cookies and fucking, I don't know, some chicken thing that Courtney had. What else did I hit? Oh, I had beef and broccoli.
Yeah, we were cleaning out the refrigerator.
This is all in one day?
Yeah.
It's just like leftovers, right? So I just making small plates, but I kept going.
Is this the leftovers that you made in the toilet and then you feasted on that again? How does this work?
No, that's not the way. That's not the way it works. No. I went.
I do want to just say real quick. I got down to. I've put on 9 pounds in the last day and a half.
What?
Really?
Well, because I got totally drained of all liquids.
It cleaned you out by 9 pounds?
Well, I've put apparently.
That is crazy.
I always knew. Here we go. I got one. I always knew you were full of shit. Ha! No?
Yeah, no, it works.
Pretty clear now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
give me a month. I'll build back the reservoir.
I also just want to say thank you for the play-by-play. You did text us quite frequently about and giving us updates and things. It was pretty gnarly. I didn't even know what to say to half of it. Like Jeb was like, "Oh, damn," and I was like, "What is happening?"
I'm going to lay down in the bathtub. Just.
It gets to that point where it's like, oh, and then you have to wake up the next morning, start at 5 a.m. And then it all starts again. And just to cover it, when I woke up the next morning, it's like, okay, I'm just groggy. Didn't sleep well because I was worried I wasn't going to wake up on time, and I've already gone through all this, so I don't want to miss my appointment, not do everything right.
Right.
So I get up and I'm like, oh, I'm just got to go pee. Wrong. It wasn't a full accident, but it was like, oh, it's warm back there. I need to just kind of get this round out and sit right back down. So I just kicked the.
Well, Jeff, do you have any allergies?
No.
Thank God. Because can you imagine just sneezing all day long and just.
Oh, wow.
You know?
I was like, where are you going with this?
Yeah.
I did make some cookies under duress because I took the drink the night before. It's like, okay, I don't know how long it's going to kick in. So I wanted to make some cookies for my friend who was picking me up.
Oh, nice.
So I got those going, but that last rack of cookies, I was pacing around my house going, I need these to finish up so I can, it's here.
It's here.
How was your week?
Well, your week, you've been up at the lake. You're there still.
I know. Well, it started to rain a little bit, and it kind of messed with our garage. So I was supposed to be in the studio with you guys, and I apologize, but I'm up here, and so I'm going to go out in the lake after this. Anyways,
cool.
It's freezing, but it's pretty out. It's really nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is like one of those cold, clear winter days.
Oh,
anyway,
it is.
It's been fucking hot as shit out here, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Jeff, did you get your house done this week? I mean, you're just dealing with butt stuff.
Well, we
I didn't really even mean it like that.
mostly butt stuff.
Okay.
But there was, so where we left off, I had lost keys to a place. So I called the locksmith. Rather than get everything replaced, I called the locksmith. And however, I have a very special lock on my French doors. So he's got to order a part. He'll repair it next week. But I finished staining the back deck. It's ready.
Very cool.
Right.
And you already have people interested in renting it. So that's.
I had, and then it didn't work out for both of them. So that's okay. That's what I get a property management company to do.
That's
and
right.
then the less I know, the better.
Very cool.
Yeah. So last I talked to you, Will, you were searching for a dead dog. Did you find it?
So I'm going to bring all that up in Culture Counter.
Okay.
Culture Corner.
Okay.
Got it.
But
I don't know how that's going to be culturally relevant, but
we'll
we will
see.
find out.
Well, I got dead dog and I got Egyptians, and I'm going to move it in together. Watch
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Well, what about you, Courtney?
So this week, our outdoor cat decided to just be indoors all the time, and so she's something else, man. There's something else happening with her. I don't know.
I think there's something out there that's scaring her. It's coyote season.
It is, and so we always let her in, like whenever she wants in. It's not a matter.
But like
of
they
that.
can't get into our fenced-in area, so I don't know why she's flipping out.
I don't know. It's just very interesting, but it's definitely changing.
Take every precaution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Penny?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
And she's a beast. Like she's not
She
a
kills
friendly cat.
everything. She kills everything, like in her wake. She is not scared, and so it's really weird that she's like when I open the door, she like leans out, like she's like looking, and then she'll like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay inside. So that's just a weird little thing that's happening.
Do you think she's pregnant?
No, she's spayed. She was spayed since the day we got
Of
her,
course.
and we got her as a kitten.
Yeah. I don't know. I know that she's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
This yells like as I'm talking, she just goes meh. It's meh, meh, meh. And then we got a new couch, so she's scratching on that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like all the
Nice.
things that like she's
If you
just
leave a pile of laundry out, she's gonna shit on that.
yeah. So there's all the little things of having like an indoor cat. All of the sudden, when you've had like a cat who just basically lives outside all the time.
And then we're getting ready to go to the Bahamas, and Courtney was like, "Oh, I got the kitten call. Should we get these kittens?" I was like, "Are you out of your fucking mind right now?"
Yeah. So
All right.
I had to say no.
Yeah.
I haven't had kittens in a while though.
Yeah, we don't need them right now.
No, we don't.
Speaking of couches, and Will, I don't want to bring up a sore subject, but wondering if there was any updates on yours.
Right?
Oh, thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah.
So we just have the couch, but we don't have the pillows. So we're in the process of either getting rid of the couch or trying to see if we can find pillows that will fit in the back.
Right.
Because or this to happen again would be devastating. Remember, it wasn't that expensive a couch. I mean, $1,000 is an expensive couch, but
Sure.
Couches can be so
They're so expensive. Everything's
Fuck it.
expensive right now.
I cannot believe how much couches are. Anyways, I know that. Thank you for asking. We are pillowness.
Cushionless, I
right
would
now.
even say.
But not the
Yeah.
bottom cushions, because
No, they're fine.
We were showing Dr. L. She's like, "Oh, actually, you can make that work. Like, you can get it repillowed." So maybe just touching base with her, because she's the queen of DIY fixing things. So
All right.
she would have probably somebody to help.
Yeah.
Speaking of DIY or DIY,
DIY.
DIY, how is your bathroom? I want to know how that's coming along.
It's not.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey. No, it's just slow. I've got to get in there and do a little bit of something, and then it's tile, and
But
know,
it's been going. It's been going nice. Like everybody, like we're not getting crazy bills that I was expecting. Like it's just little tiny chunks.
Also,
so it's doable.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of nice that it's going slow money wise.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so that it gives us a chance to, okay, we paid this. All right, now we paid this. Instead of like, if it all hit at once, we would be fucked,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I really would like to have Riley stop dumping cups of piss out the window and use a bathroom. That would be nice.
Yeah.
And not even just dumping, but throwing the whole thunder bucket out the window.
Is he working for Amazon now? or is he in training for working for Amazon?
I mean, that's step one. How far can you throw your thunder bucket before it gets on you? There's a technique to it. So this week we did game night. We brought game night back.
Oh, that's right.
My dad sent me a late birthday present. Gator tail and frog legs.
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Oh.
I fried up just one little bag of the gator tail, and everyone loved it. The whole bag got eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly.
That wasn't a game.
That was not part of the
It's just
game.
what you served at game night. Go
But
on.
one of our friends that came over, we haven't seen her in a while. Well, not at our house. We've been talking about doing this for like a fucking year. She's like, "Oh, I don't eat chicken, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, she's not gonna like the. She's not even gonna go for it." She ate a bunch of the gator.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like chicken, likes gator tail. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Here's something interesting, and I've been meaning to bring this up for weeks, Will. Weeks and weeks.
Okay.
You invited me or whatever. We went to the same Super Bowl party.
Yes.
And I brought a dish. One of these dishes I bring everywhere. A broccoli casserole. It's cheese
Correct.
and Ritz crackers and butter. And it
Yeah.
always gets eaten.
Always.
All of it. And people are like, who made this? Like, whatever. Because it's just one of those comfort food things.
Right.
There were 2 spoonfuls out of it. No one ate it.
Except me and Jeb.
The lady that lives there, I'm trying to be ambiguous here. The woman that lives there, she had like 1 pity scoop. I saw no one else touched it. I was like, what the fuck, man? The first time it didn't work out.
What else was on the menu though? What else was being?
It was
served
snacky
up?
stuff, so it wasn't like plates of like mashed potatoes and stuff like that. So I think maybe that has something to do with more finger food.
It was a ton of finger food and
Sausages
even the charcuterie board that Stacy made, it didn't get eaten until the end.
Right,
Like,
everyone was just
kind of hanging out, and then towards the end of the night, like when it got really dark and you couldn't see everything.
And when they made like steak sandwich, there was a lot of food, steak sandwiches.
There was so much, but it was mostly finger foods.
Wings and stuff, yeah. So I don't know.
know, I apologize on behalf of them because your broccoli salad is pretty fucking amazing.
I couldn't believe that I was bringing it home.
Time may have passed.
Maybe.
I know
Ooh.
is the answer to that.
I'm not saying give up on it yet, but if this happens at 2 more parties, it's time to
I was
walk
going
away
full
and get a
fat
new
kid.
dish.
Full fat kid. I was taking the Fritos scoops into the cheesy broccoli casserole as a dip.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that's why nobody else had some.
This is at the end.
Yeah.
I almost puked on Courtney's pillow last night.
What?
I burped really loud in the middle of the night, I guess, because I did eat some scoops. This is what made me think of it. And
I would have been
I was like,
so pissed.
I was like, oh my God, I almost puked, like in my sleep on Courtney's pillow. I know.
I would have been so pissed.
Surprise.
Courtney, I really want to drive this
I'm
home,
only
Courtney.
surprised it hasn't happened before.
I guess that's true.
Have I ever
Courtney,
peed in
I've-
bed? No.
Not on me.
Courtney,
Yeah.
I really want to drive this home real hard here, okay?
Yeah.
You created a human being with that man, all right?
I'm aware.
The man, he pukes, burps in the middle of sleeping after snoring and flatulating his gator tail.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I got a couple little things that I saw that I thought were interesting this week. There's new Cure albums coming out.
What?
Yeah, Robert Smith says they got 2 new albums. Well, 3 new albums. He's like, but really it's just 2 because the third one's just going to be Noise.
Noise.
Let me see if I can bring up this article real quick.
Aw.
All right, so Robert Smith, he says, we'll be performing songs from the new album when we next play, or we will not be playing at all. I really want to play. So that means my desire to release a new album is overwhelming.
Wow.
So it's coming out soon. It looks like within months. He said, I don't know. I don't see it in here. But basically he said he's just got like 3 more songs to track and he's got like a month left to do it on whatever interview that I saw. So we might be getting some new Cure.
Wow.
Which I fucking love the Cure.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty rad. And they actually had put out a new album not too long ago. I guess it wasn't that good because I never heard of it. 2008, Dream. So it's described
a
as
little while ago.
Yeah, that's
most intense, saddest, emotional record yet. I don't want that. I don't want that kind of Cure.
Are the Cure the ones that do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No.
We went and saw
Pass.
them.
I'm in love.
Yeah, we saw them live.
Friday,
They were
I'm
great.
in love. Yeah, we saw them, and it sounded so good that I'm convinced that it was lip syncing.
I don't think it was, man.
I mean, it was perfect.
I don't think it was.
Perfect. Which, I don't know. I don't know what to say on that because I've never seen a band
You've
be
already said it. You've accused the
Perfect.
Cure of lip syncing.
I don't think it was.
I don't know what to say on that, but that was a crazy show. Though, how many people were there? 60,000 people or something.
It was a lot, and it was so hot for a minute.
It was
I passed
awful.
out. I
It was-
almost passed out.
It was one of the worst shows I've ever been to in that regard. Pixies played. It was like Cure, Pixies, Deftones and someone.
It was a lot of people.
There was a lot, but I mean, those are like the three big ones.
Mm-hmm.
We skipped the Deftones, went for, and Riley really likes Pixies and Cure. And they were fantastic. They were great. I don't know that it was worth it. All the effort and the heat, and they didn't even have ice for the beers. It was very, very unorganized.
It did seem like
for that many people.
It did seem like it wasn't like, I don't know. There wasn't
trying to leave was
terrible,
horrible. We had to leave halfway through Cure's set because we knew how bad it was going to be, and it still took us like an hour to fucking get out of there because it was brutal.
Where did you see them at?
Yes,
the Hollywood Bowl. No.
Rose Bowl?
Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl. But it was not in that. It was not in the auditorium. Like
it was outside.
It was outside, like in the lawns.
Yeah, it was a really hard one.
It wasn't even in the bowl.
No.
Oh, just the huge. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just a huge field. And, I mean, the setup was kind of cool. The idea was cool, but, man, they could have used probably double the staff.
It just seemed like they were not prepared for what they got. They even though they sold that many tickets, they should have known. But even the line to get in was it was weird. It was wrapping, or it just was a weird.
Yeah, wait. It took us for. You almost passed out while we were standing in line. It was
almost
so
passed
hot.
out a couple times.
I forgot about that. Yeah, just standing in line was
nice pregame
ever.
Courtney.
I know. I wasn't even drinking that much because I couldn't. It just was so hot that it was like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a fucking nightmare.
That's much less cool.
I know, sorry.
But
but it was a great show. Like I love seeing the Pixies.
Cure and the Pixies. Those are two I'd never seen.
It was great.
And then Riley really liked it.
He did.
We have a picture on our wall from that where we're doing a family picture and he's giving a dirty look. It's nice.
It's awesome.
Couple more things. This week, Morris Day and the Time is getting the time taken away from him and his band name by the Prince estate. So I guess Prince and Morris Day came up with Morris Day and the Time together, and so but he's always used that moniker, like that's Morris Day and the motherfucking Time, it's like that's what it is. And Prince died, and now his estate is either gonna. It sounds like they're start charging him for it, or they're doing something shady on the back end, and he's like, now I can't even use my fucking own band name.
Aw.
Right? After 40 years.
I just wonder if that's what Prince would have wanted. Like, that's the kind of thing when it's like an estate takes over. You just wonder, like, what the original person of the estate would have really wanted.
He says, I literally put my blood, sweat, and tears into bringing value to that name.
Right.
Stressing that he and Prince together came up with the concept, one that while he was alive, he had no problem with me using, not once ever saying to me that I could not use that name configuration. And then he says his family doesn't even run the estate. So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Morrissey?
Morris Day.
Morris Day.
Oh, Morris
Jungle
Day.
Love.
Yeah, dude, Purple Rain.
He's part of the Prince stuff?
Yeah, he was in Purple Rain, and him and Prince came up with that name together. So
Morris Day.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of shitty, dude. You've been using this thing for 40 years. Your friend dies, and then people get a hold of it, and now we're going to try to charge you for it or whatever the hell is happening in the back end.
That's a really good reminder, just because I follow this lady on Instagram. She's a local, attorney for estates and stuff like that. So, even if us as we don't have anything, you know what I mean? We don't have these big estates, but it's really important to know your rights, when you die and what's going to happen to all of the things that you're going to pass on to your children and stuff. So just definitely check into that, because once you're gone, leaving them to deal with it isn't cool. Because I bet if Prince would have put that in writing somewhere, it would have been fine. You know what I mean? But
right, you probably just didn't even consider it.
He just didn't even think
that
would happen.
That's a great reminder, Courtney. And I want to get something on record because they asked me at the hospital, do you have any? One thing, I got not 8, but I probably had 4 blankets because every time they asked me if I wanted one, I'm like, yeah, I'll take another one. But they asked me if I had any, religious practices that need to be upheld. And I was like, can you give me a list? Do I have options? They asked about a living will, and I said, if anything happens, I want Tibetan sky burial. So that's on the record.
Wow.
That's how I go.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds tough to pull off.
It sounds amazing.
Will?
Yeah, that does sound pretty amazing.
You know what it is?
Yeah, I didn't know that because I guess they put you under to get a coloscopy, right?
Yeah, thank goodness.
So that's why, in case you might have passed away. Yeah, all right.
So Tibetan sky burial, they basically just put you up on a rock, and buzzards come and just eat you.
That doesn't
Really?
sound as good
I'll
as
help
I
you
thought.
out
You're
with
already dead. You're already dead.
That would be pretty nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
What do you think, Courtney?
Look it up on YouTube.
I thought it was gonna be something cooler, like they just, I don't know. I guess like getting shot out in the sky is.
It just falls somewhere in the middle of solving.
You kind of
Oh
do,
my
because then the
God.
birds take your body and carry you onward.
Yeah.
And they go and they make leftovers out of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
all full circle.
Oh, fuck. I got one more little thing I saw this week that I thought was pretty cool. New dinosaur was discovered in Argentina.
What?
Really?
And I went to look it up this morning to pull the article back up, and I found out there's another new dinosaur found in Argentina.
What?
Wow.
So two recently. One of them, the one that I thought that caught my eye, it has like, they think it's an herbivore. It's got this big, it looks like a reverse mohawk, if you will. So all the spikes are pointing forward, but it's got these massive fucking mohawk spikes going down it. It's pretty fucking awesome, the fossil.
This really should have been passed on to Will because it's really his expertise. But go on.
But he should look it up. So then the other one is an armless dinosaur. So it looks like a T-Rex with no arms at all.
What?
Really?
Was it like the T-Rex? Like it ate
It's
other
smaller
anim-
and stuff.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I didn't get through it, but
Okay,
I thought I'd bring it
Will.
up for Will.
Maybe
You need
those
to
bones
look
were
into
just
this.
missing.
That's what I thought. Yeah. And then they,
Armless. Wow, nature's cruelest mistake.
I know.
Yeah.
God.
And then a couple weeks before that, I think they found at the time the oldest dinosaur. It was over in Scotland, I want to say.
Oh yeah, I think I saw something about that too. Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Wow, dinosaurs popping up.
I know.
That's
Right.
it.
Very
Learn
interesting.
some more.
I love that kind of news. But did you guys see the dinosaur they found in Canada that looks like a dragon? I mean, it is fully preserved. It doesn't even look like it has skeleton. There's no bones. It's him preserved.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool.
impressive.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Dinosaurs are
Coming
rad,
to
dude.
a culture corner near you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
should-
look it up right now.
Yeah, let's do that. And then let's also play a first song. This is Honeytalks with their song New Heights.
I'm gonna burn these strides and stay up late. I got a doctor's appointment at 8. Don't wanna say much more about it. Say much more about it. I'm gonna reach new heights of apathy. Read books on life psychology. Don't wanna say much more about it. Say much more about it. I'm drowning in daytime TV. It's what works for me when I'm not sleeping. You'll be okay, they said. You'll never have to fall again. And just stick to what you know, and you'll
right, that was Honeytalks, and they are a 3-piece, let me get, pop punk, power pop. They describe their music as energetic, catchy, dynamic, and storytelling. And they are from Mold, North Wales, UK, and they were established in July 2021.
UK, huh? They didn't sound like they're from UK.
I heard some phrases and sayings.
We'll circle back around to that later.
Okay. And so they said, because we ask interesting story, paranormal, all those things, and they said, I suppose an interesting fact is that we are all a bit older than most pop punk bands out there, considering we're all over 30, but we don't take ourselves too seriously on that front and have a laugh about it. And then they also have their new single out, Radio, which they submitted before March. And that was not the song we played because there was that was the newer one. Probably we played a newer one that came out. But they also were in a competition to where they could win a record deal with Marshall Amps. And I did vote for them because they submitted. I saw that, and then I voted for them. So I really am curious how that turned out. And I will check back in with them on that. So yeah, that is Honeytalks.
Awesome.
Well done and good luck, lads.
Yeah, and lady.
Yeah, cool. And then if you're a band and you'd like to subscribe, hit us up at soundslikenonsense.com. We got a forum, little button right there. You can get it done. If you're liking what you're hearing, push the like button, the 5 stars, whatever it is. Subscribe, tell a friend. It helps all the bands. We're trying to get some music out for everybody. We have so many great bands on. Have you updated our Spotify list, Courtney?
Still in progress. I don't think that you realize how tedious it is to go back through. So.
I know. So, but we do have every band that has ever been on. Is our website up to date? That's what I'm
going through. It's
she's been working.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But now it sounds like you're gonna have some help coming in. So
yeah,
that's gonna be nice. And so hit us up at soundslikenonsense@gmail.com. If you'd like to just call in and leave a message, we have some messages on there. We need to deal with that. 1-805-697-7070. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, and also if you want to join the Tattoo Roulette, there is also a button to join that because the March.
We do. I was going to do that maybe right at the end. So it's the first Sunday of the month.
All right, Courtney, my bad.
I'm just saying the new poll came out. So if you want to join the March roulette, go ahead and click that button.
Yeah, you got all month to do it. And then Will's got all month to get his really nice goldfish tattoo.
Portrait of a goldfish.
He lost last time. It's really fun. That community is growing, and it's getting fun. I think the more people that join, the funnier it gets.
I'm a little scared about this one. So far,
I've been offering some really bad suggestions. No one's liked any of mine. I said barbed wire tattoo from Pamela Anderson around your arm.
Yeah, but that's coming back now. Do you know that?
No, it's not.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God, that is the new cool thing to do. Like Tribal came back. But the barbed wire, totally, that's coming back.
I really would like to see Courtney rocking that.
I am not.
Put in your $10, Jeb, and get on the board.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It was my suggestion. I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. We're stupid, but we like to have some fun. No one liked it, so I think I have very low chance of that happening. But,
but there's a couple people who are like submitting ideas and voting for other things. So I'm like, we're trying to work on it. We need to nip that in the bud because it just gets too confusing. Because then if something has so many votes, we need to figure out. Yeah.
I guess we won't talk about this at the end.
Nope, so, it's fine. We can talk about it later.
Retractions, revisions last week. Anybody?
Oh, I have a retraction. So I was looking through Facebook today, and I have a revision on my cheat. And it would be Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Celebrity cheat. He's really such a sweet person. Like people are saying that he stops on the side of the road, helps them out, all those kind of things. So yeah, I think that would be my revision.
Okay.
How many people is he helping on the side of the road?
Huh?
How many people is he helping on the side of the road?
I don't know, man. There's all these accounts of like people just saying, "Hey, like he helped me, like I left my money and he bought my groceries," and like all these random things of him just being a normal, nice dude, like on the subway, getting up and letting somebody else sit down, just like all the time.
Yep. Cool. All right, I like that you popped in with just, this is a guy I'd fuck. But, okay, so I have some actual retractions.
That was a retraction. Because you guys were like saying, "Oh, you didn't come prepared."
Okay, that's fair. So the last couple shows, we talked about your Bimini top and what it was and the whole thing. We did that twice. I did not know it. We said it almost word for word in 2 different episodes.
You did.
Did we really?
Yeah.
So now this is 3 times.
No, it's a consistent message is what we've always tried to portray.
We just didn't realize we talked about it. We did almost the exact same thing.
About a what?
See, here we go. A Bimini top for his boat provides shade.
But one you were talking about he was going to get it, and then one you talked about him actually getting it.
Right.
So let's talk about how's it going
Totally
with your
different.
shade top. How's it going with it? Are you enjoying it?
Now
Oh, I like shade. I like shade.
and
It
it's really
works.
cold, so now it's even better to have shade.
I haven't used it once. Okay, it's been down the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
called a
so,
what?
Bimini top.
Okay.
Such a troll.
He is.
I'm actually trying to. I'd ask somebody to spell it.
Bimini.
Okay, got it.
Jeff,
Interesting word.
you weren't here for when we talked about this. I'm going through some old notes, and I was like, oh, shit. Love is Blind 2 is out on Netflix. These two said that we should not be covering it. What was your vote?
I'm totally fine not watching it.
Me too. Okay. I have a ghost update in the studio.
Oh no.
Oh yes, thank God.
So this is weird, man. Like, it has been 6 months or something since anything really has happened.
Kind of since we
Last
got
week.
into the other space, huh?
A little
Last
bit.
week, Courtney's microphone
Yeah.
tossed across the room.
That is true.
That's
Mysteriously.
not true.
Did you go back and look at the footage?
That was your job, remember? No, so I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I haven't heard anything wild. Like, remember I had that fucking video of it going like behind me, and there's been shit happening, nothing for a long time. This weekend, big fat orb just came and floated by the camera, paused, it winked at me, and then moved on.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't
You
wink.
also moved the camera.
What?
You moved the camera.
I did move the camera. Oh, do you think that's what it is?
Maybe.
Now I'm going to move it back to the other side and see. Because then that'll be definitive, not orbs, just light shit,
Right?
which I don't like. You know what
Do
I
we
mean?
really want an answer, though?
I don't know.
I feel like we
It'd be
do.
nice to have an answer. I've never felt scared in here. Courtney did. Courtney, heyholdmypurse.com. Where are we at with that?
You sent me about 10 clips yesterday to choose from
Of what?
of Kevin Johnson dancing,
That's right.
getting beer spilled on him, going to dance because he thought the song was coming up, but then it stopped.
With his arms over his head. La, 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 la.
And he was about to go for it, and then he's like, "Oh man, I thought this." Yeah,
That's right. I
It
went
was
back
great.
through and I found shit from like, I can't even remember how long.
it was a long time.
Yeah.
There's one that I really want, but I have to cut a little bit because there's other people in it, and I know that
Yep.
they would be really bummed.
Yeah.
So
I know
I'm
exactly
gonna
which one you're
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
do that one because that one's my favorite.
Because he's singing and doing the
Yeah. So
Jeff.
Speaking of your friend and mine, Kevin Johnson, congratulations to him and his, I believe, men's adult league hockey club.
Yeah.
They won a tournament in Anaheim a couple weeks ago.
Did
wow,
they really?
I didn't see that they won. We were just talking to Riley about how he was doing hockey because Riley's considering getting back into it, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's a great sport to continue even after you have a job and stuff. It's like something cool to do at night."
I thought you were going to talk about the fact you finally got rid of his lice, which was also congratulations. That's
What?
hard. Lice are hard to get out. He had to pay some chick $250.
He had
Delouse his
lice?
ass. Yeah.
How?
You got to nuke him.
Yeah, you got to get in there and really clean them. I don't know who he hangs out with, Mitch and all these people.
Oh, Mitch got a haircut. Did you see that?
Why did he get a haircut?
Oh.
They had to.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It'll grow back, guys.
No,
Maybe
actually,
not-
you should not
Probably
go.
not as much for Kevin.
You should not go to the hairdresser when you have lice. That's not the way to do it.
Yeah, don't go to the hairdresser. You got to call the lice lady.
That's right.
A lice lady.
That's
It's true.
Dude, they're fucking for real lice lady. Hit up Kevin Johnson. Go to heyholdmypurse.com. You can see who we're talking about, and you can tell
Leave a message for him.
He's itchy.
He gets back to everybody.
he's itchy.
He's itchy.
Let's see. Who am I going to hit first? Let's do this. Will, a couple weeks ago or whenever it was, you're talking about, oh, you can tell it's going to rain because there's a ring around the sun.
And I was wrong.
What do you guys think? Is that a real thing or not?
It sounded scientific to me.
Okay. Jeff?
So if there's a ring around the sun, that's the sign that it might be raining.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was from Will.
Yes.
I back it.
Hey!
There are many old farmer sayings that are used to predict the weather. One such saying is the sun has a halo, rain to follow. When you see a halo around the sun, that is an indicator that there is moisture high in the atmosphere. If the halo is followed by high, thin, wispy cirrus clouds, then a storm system is approaching you, usually 24 to 48 hours away.
So it's a farmer thing.
It is not a guarantee the precipitation is coming since the storm may miss you. But yes, it does mean that it is going to rain.
Wow.
It's up
Within
there.
24 to
It's gonna
48
rain
hours.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I never knew that. A ring around, because I've seen, you see that shit.
Somewhere on the planet, it will rain within no less than
Somewhere within the
72 hours.
planet.
It's a guarantee.
I love how Jeb has to go and undermine me and have to look things up. Can't just listen to the old scientific Will,
Well-
he's got to go. He's got to go. I don't believe in that.
Well, no, he's just curious and researched it. Also,
Because there's a lot of things that are said, and I'm like, I would like to know.
right, and also, a farmer tradition isn't necessarily scientific. It's just what they used back in the day.
But, shit works.
It does. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I like? Will's dog barking sound.
God damn it!
I knew that would set him off. I knew that would set him off.
He just left.
He just
left.
Shut up!
Wait.
God damn. Okay.
Go give him a
Bye,
couch.
guys.
Go give him a couch. They're probably hungry.
No, everything's fine. Hi. Everything's good here.
So earlier this week or whenever it was, you guys started doing vines. You want to talk about your vines at all?
Are you
I'm talking to
Reels.
you.
are you talking about reels?
I'm talking about reels. Yep, I wrote the wrong word down.
Vines?
Okay.
Real vines.
Yeah, so we did one and we recorded another one and I watched it back and it's not as easy as you think.
No.
And it makes you feel real stupid. But it's just a way for other people to see you. That don't normally see your account or whatever. So my social media
What
lady,
is Reels?
it's a thing on Instagram. It's like the short little videos that you either lip sync to or whatever, and then you put stuff about like what you're doing. And
What's the difference between reels and TikTok?
that's the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically
You just don't have to have a TikTok account.
you don't have to have a TikTok account in order to do them. And then they, Facebook is doing reels now too. So it's just
so
something.
It's Instagram reels. It's actually their
Yeah.
thing. You do it through them.
Yeah, and Facebook and Instagram are, they're
The
same,
metaverse, right?
They're the same company. So, anyways, yeah, we're just gonna start trying to do that because I've been really lacking on the social media, and the social media lady who is helping me on my business, the strategy is working for her. So, for that one, so I was like, hey, well, just hop on a couple reels with me. So I'm hoping to get Jeb and Jeff into it as well. I don't know how easily that's going to be, especially Jeff, because you're out of
It
state.
does sound extremely difficult.
Not that difficult. So like I have some ideas of how we're gonna get you to do that. So yeah,
I don't want to feel dumb. You said it makes you feel real dumb.
It does.
It does.
I don't like that feeling.
It does, but it's at the same time, it's like, what the fuck ever, like.
Yeah. Well, that was it.
Try not to curse.
I only
I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Oh, I think, dude, if anything, Jeb just sent me a video of Swampcock playing a show the other day, and I was like, you can't say that. You can't say that you don't want to do a reel, because
when I was going back through and finding Kevin Johnson dancing,
right.
I found a bunch of Swampcock videos. As a
That's
matter
right.
of fact.
So yeah, we know you have no shame. Also, I wish.
Oh my god!
I wish that I could find the video of you dancing. A video, not the
Don't say
picture.
this. Don't say what you're about to say.
Of you dancing around in the bee costume.
Yes.
I don't have the video. I just have the picture.
I might have it.
I would like to see a video of that. That went
was
way too long.
That was so fun.
Oh my god. So then, how's Pray to Spray?
No progress. But
Okay.
I love that name. I gotta admit.
still holding strong.
And what about Carolina Thin, Will?
I'm about look. This is I'm my last lyric.
Right
now.
Got the pen?
Shows the pen.
Just waiting for the
almost
words
done.
to come.
Yeah.
You know what? And
Done.
done. It'll
Nice.
be out.
Another
it'll
world
be out
premiere.
in 2024.
Well, you want to get it right.
Yeah.
Will, what's the deal with the hypnotist that you're going to bring on?
Well, remember, she doesn't want she said she doesn't want us to be like mocking her.
I'm not going to mock her.
do not want to mock her at all. I want
I'll take it serious.
to be
Is
hypnotized.
she going to give us reasons to mock her?
Well,
I'm not saying I will, but if she's going to put me in that position, that's tough.
I
That's
think
fair.
we're very we now are a lot more mature than a year ago on this, right?
What? Are you kidding me?
You should hear her. Never mind.
Anyways, I'm going to try to get her on again if you want, but
Yes.
and then do a session where she can hypnotize Jeb. I think that'd be because he's more cynical than anything else, right? What happens?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
My brother was a big hillbilly, hick, ignorant, couldn't really read or write. He smoked his whole life. He got a hypnotist, and I swear now, after some shit went on, he didn't smoke for a whole year.
Wow.
Huh. Well,
So that, yeah.
I
He's
would
dead
just
now,
like to
but-
have somebody help me with my piles, like to like get past the thing in my brain that makes me stop putting things on and just doing the thing that I need to do with them right then and stop procrastinating. So that would be
I'm
awesome.
gonna look.
well, all right. So that's revisions, retractions left. Anybody else has anything they'd like to say?
Wow, that was a
Very
lot of
nice.
revisions, retractions.
Well, we kind of just veered off. And
okay.
So, question of the week last week. Who remembers it?
No clue. I do not
Hidden
remember.
figure was not one.
Okay, if you had $1 million cash, like tax free, you do not get to pick paying off debts or anything like that. What is your big selfish spend? Your first one,
Fourth.
Third.
second. Yeah.
My big selfish spend would be
What's
like
the minimum you have to spend?
You can spend a whole million. You know, you got $1 million budget. What are you gonna do?
I would buy like an apartment complex or something like that. And the reason why is because I would want something that would keep making me money so that I would have to work less, and that would be selfish of me.
Okay,
I don't think you're going to get that for $1 million.
not for $1 million. You're not.
You'd put a down payment on.
$1 million down payment.
You'd put a down payment on.
You'd have to take some of that money and pay off the debt and then do it. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a very fun idea. Me, I'm second. I'm going to the airport immediately. I'm like, I will call you on my drive and be like, you better get down here because I'm going to see what's up. And I'm going, let's pick a spot. I'm going to Hawaii right now.
Okay. I'm down to do those kind of things too, but like you can do
You're
those
not down
things.
the way I'm down.
You can do those things all the time if you have recurring income coming in all
I'm
the
not spending the whole
time.
million though.
Okay.
I'm just
not
going to
either.
have a really nice vacation.
All
He's
right.
actually spending a lot less than you are, Courtney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being more frugal than you are by a lot.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Can you imagine just like a $10,000 vacation? Let's say $20,000 vacation. That's a lot of money left over.
You know what's
And then
Yeah.
while I'm there, I could just, maybe
Man.
like a month into my vacation, I could be like, maybe we should figure some shit out. But I'm saying the first big selfish spend, I'm going directly to the airport. Do not pass go. Long-term parking. Let's get.
all right.
Riley, when you get out of school, better fucking figure it out, bud. Yeah. So that's me. Will, you're third.
I'd like to buy a dinosaur skull.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice. I like
then
that.
then you can have it forever. You can, chuck beer at it when you get sad. You could.
What's the ballpark cost on
What?
that, Will?
I think Keanu Reeves has a dinosaur skull, a T-Rex skull.
Yeah.
I could be wrong
it's
on
probably,
Yeah.
well,
What?
it's probably a down payment of $1 million for a dinosaur. But then you wait a couple years and you resell it or part it out and get your money back.
Part it out.
Part it out.
Yeah.
Scrap it.
But by the way, how cool would it be though to be like, dude, you want to go and see a dinosaur, and you actually go in and you're in my house, or you go, hey, I know a buddy that has a dinosaur.
That would be weird.
Like, and it's just huge, and it's just we celebrate every season. So he has a Christmas hat on once, Easter's coming up, so you put a little basket on his hand. But how cool would that be?
That would be fucking awesome.
Cool.
I like it. I think it's a good call.
I'm backing that because then I think that you make a calendar with it in all the seasons, and then you sell that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That creates the reoccurring income that Courtney's
I'm
looking
like
for.
thinking, like, how do you keep this money in your pocket coming back all the time?
I've got it.
Okay.
I got to tell you this, Courtney, though. Why, out of all the things that make money, I don't think me selling calendars is going to make me go broke on that one, okay?
Yeah. I paid $1 million for this.
Though.
How many calendars you got to sell?
Yeah, me and a dinosaur.
I'm just trying to make money from what you chose. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking of
thank you.
calendars,
Yes.
we've got a read coming up at
We
some
do,
point,
but
yeah?
Jeff, you have yours.
Yeah. You want to make money? Follow me.
Okay.
I take 900. I'm going to take close to $1 million with me. Vegas, one shot, black or red.
Oh my gosh, would you really?
Yep.
That would be fucking amazing.
That would be so stressful.
Yeah,
And then it'll be over.
Wow.
I don't think you would really do that.
Absolutely.
What?
But
You want
don't
to
do it
make
in
money?
Vegas.
I'm not waiting for somebody to pay rent. I want to get paid that day.
Oh.
You got to do
Or
it somewhere.
taken away though.
You got to go to like Reno or something like that. Somewhere even shittier in Vegas.
Ooh.
You know?
It feels even worse if it goes wrong.
Yeah, like Atlantic City or
Ooh.
something like.
That's stressful just thinking about it. That doesn't seem fun.
What you just said there just made my hands start sweaty because I know it's all fake, but I just can't picture that black wrong. Get him out of here.
Oh.
Devastating.
Oh, fuck.
I wouldn't even be there long enough for the complimentary beverage.
Oh.
I've never gotten one of those. Like, I guess I just don't play long enough.
quite
But
nice.
It's boring.
Yeah, I can't gamble. I don't like it. I don't get a thrill out of it. Even when I've won a little bit, it's like, okay, like I don't know. I don't know. I don't enjoy it. Okay, question of the week for next week. 10 years ago, what would you have said to yourself now? And then 10 years from now, what do you think that you would say to yourself? So
That's a good question.
We'll save that for next week.
That's a good question.
Courtney, did you send Will the calendar?
I did.
Will, could you please do a calendar
I
read?
texted you.
I do have that. It's
Wait, which calendar are we reading from?
we're going to be reading from the
Positive.
emotional,
Nice.
the sweet
Oh,
one.
I love that one.
The sweet one.
It's just ridiculous.
It keeps paying off.
All right, there's a bicycle in a field of flowers, and this is Saturday, March 5th. We need to be doing Sunday.
How high up do the flowers come in proportion to the bicycle?
Up
Okay,
to the
you
tires.
read this one. I'll send you the Sunday, but read this one.
Oh, perfect.
All right, here it is. So Saturday, March 5th. Here we go. My life is so fun and full of adventures. See you tomorrow.
Wait,
What?
wait. Well, wait. You just
These
don't-
are getting worse.
Wait for this
Looking
one.
forward to Sunday.
I'm texting you right now.
Oh,
so-
she's liking this one.
So
My life
life
is so
is
fun and
fun.
full of adventures.
yeah,
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
and it's a picture. It's a picture of a bike
In a field.
Right.
Okay.
with flowers.
Flowers coming up about midway to the tires. Is that
Up
right?
to its spokes. Yeah. Classic.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And holy shit, here we go.
The calendar that keeps on giving.
Holy criminy. Is this something? This is ridiculous. Is this meant for me?
I don't know. It's Sundays.
The
Okay.
calendar was bought with you in mind, so yes.
I don't know, but this is really ridiculous. All right. There is a huge, enormous buffalo
Mm.
in the middle of a field with about 1.5 pounds of grass in its mouth, staring at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sunday, March 6th. Here is the saying. I am perfect, whole, and complete, just as I am. I love me.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it.
I don't understand the buffalo. That's the weirdest freaking picture to put with that statement.
With a big, well, because he's a big guy and he's eating grass and he just loves himself, you know?
Yes.
He's okay with that. So should you.
Yeah. So cool calendar reads, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Will, do you have my dreams?
I do.
Well, then
And,
let's do this then. I can't wait to use this. First time we get to use the sample.
Dream, 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 and I want you.
It's a lot of screaming.
That's a lot of that's my dreams though. Lots of wild stuff happening. So the idea was I was going to send them to Jeff and he was going to try to interpret them and read them back. But then the game
We needed another level to this.
So we're going to have Will read them and then Courtney and Jeff can try to tell us what you think these mean.
Wow. Okay.
This one's going to go to Courtney because she almost got puked on last night.
Oh, man.
So Will?
It didn't happen.
Okay. I also wrote some of my
Dreams down?
my interpretation of your dream.
Okay, good.
So I just want to let you know that. And here we go, because I am now. All right, here we go. So this, everybody, is the sequence of Jeb's dreams. I'm going to do one, and then Courtney will, right?
Sure.
Well, sure.
I would say just pick one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Jeff, you already read these because I was sending them to you.
Oh, I didn't read any of them.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Yeah,
this is pretty unique. Here we go. Vietnam type area. Giving out blood tests for AIDS. Someone tests positive, but we're not sure who. So everyone lines up to retest. A little kid tests positive. Then this tall, scraggly man is up to take his test, but he refuses and grabs another kid as a hostage and has a machete. He basically still in line with everyone, and instead of leaving with his hostage, he cuts the kid in half vertically and starts coming after everyone else to infect them with AIDS too. Everyone is trying to run away from him as he's bleeding and slashing away at people and mixing his infected blood with theirs. I woke up. I was hiding in a tall grass.
Like a buffalo.
like a buffalo.
That's my part.
Craziness.
That was from last night. I wrote that this morning.
So, oh my gosh, the interpretation, like, how do I interpret that? But I do feel like there's a lot of, I mean, everyone's testing for COVID still, so I feel like there's that piece of it. I don't know where the AIDS part comes from. I mean, did you watch a documentary on that recently or something like that? No? Okay.
Nope.
The whole, I'm in line with the whole testing, AIDS testing, COVID testing.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it got mixed up in his obviously.
Oh wait, I think we
Twisted brain.
watched. Yeah, I think we watched something recently because I saw as I was passing through. There's this new documentary about Magic Johnson, and so I think that might have had something to do with it on Showtime. Yeah, so
It's
maybe
actually
that was
on HBO Max, but it's called Showtime.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
sure they had to pay a
Gotcha.
shit ton for it.
Yeah, so maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah, because that was huge back in the day when Magic Johnson came down
Yeah.
or got AIDS. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a crazy one.
All right. So, Will, you had some thoughts on that?
Oh wait, and also the splitting the kid in half is like biblical back to the
King Solomon.
King Solomon. So that was the weird part.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I don't even know how to spell salamander. So,
Salamander. So all these dreams all have a significant feeling
Violence
to me.
about them.
That, but also fear. I think you have some immense fear, and I'm gonna read this next one right now, and I'm gonna explain to you why.
Okay.
Here we go. Trying to help detectives find missing persons from a party using my remote control Prius. I had an app on my phone and was driving multiple cars at once. I could see everything on my phone, like GPS. My aunt was there, and so was Seb. The party was at our cabin that we all were sharing for the ski season, and we were all getting terrible tattoos. Can't quite remember the tattoos, but I know one was Don Knotts. Joking.
I was like, what? I know
No.
this dream. I know everything about this dream right now. I could interpret this.
No, totally joking on that one. I apologize. Can't remember the tattoos, but I know they were famous classic monster portraits that filled up my right leg. My aunt was also going to get her tattoos cleaned up. And I remember thinking, how's she going to pay for that? The tattoo, because you sure aren't. The tattoo artist was on the roof of the cabin, and the view from the roof was from my old hometown by the Catholic Church.
St. Helens.
I knew
St. Helens.
That is crazy because that's what I pictured as soon as he said that.
Weird.
I also wondered why my aunt was there. Remembered that I had drunk text her to come from a couple. Excuse me.
Yeah.
While my aunt was there, and remembered that I had drunk text her to come from a couple days before. I'm sorry, Jeb. This is rough.
You're doing great.
I had drunk text her to come for a couple of days to come and hang out.
Okay.
The missing persons thing happened at the end of my dream, right before I woke up.
Yeah.
The remote start is because we don't have one in the car, and it's something that really bothers you. Also, the GPS tracking thing is we're going to have to start doing that because of some shenanigans that have happened in our household, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah, okay.
And then ski season, I mean, the mammoth thing.
Sure.
And shitty tattoos, because, you got shitty tattoos.
Tattoo
Yeah.
roulette, yeah. The aunt thing, we were just talking about inviting our nieces out. Remember?
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's very interesting. That was a bunch of things that happened within like a month, all in one dream. And
Yeah,
I
right.
knew every
And
single
I've been
one.
trying to hang out with Seb,
Yeah.
and then he's coming over for dinner tonight.
Right.
I haven't seen him in a while.
But like hanging out with your aunt, like we just talked about how like, we have invited a lot of your family out.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It was just a mash
It
of
was
everything.
a mash of everything.
Yeah.
Your wife knows you. I mean, she nailed that one right out of the park.
Easy.
Yeah.
That was good, Courtney.
Yeah, the
That's
other one I was
interesting.
like, what is happening there? But this one I was like, oh, yep.
I thought the other one was the craziest one.
Yeah.
No.
If we're gonna do this,
Oh.
let me do the last one because this is a fucking cuckoo.
And then we'll let Jeff interpret this one.
Okay. Jeff.
Yes, Jeff, you're gonna interpret this one.
Pass.
On a tropical island for vacation, Satan shows up as a man and unleash monsters, mostly giant spiders. Everyone is trying to get to safety because there's also a giant storm coming in. My dead grandma was with us. We took refuge on the other side of the island that's less populated and take safety in a church. Most of the people are there, just regular people who came to party on the island, so it's kind of chaos. I danced to the twist with the kids to help them make them feel better. But the storm was coming any minute, and I started working on locking all the doors and windows of the church so Satan couldn't get in. And then so Satan couldn't get in. We had been to the side of the island before a couple times to try and see a movie, but it was an all-day excursion and cost a lot of money. So a lot of other people couldn't do it. But that's how I knew the way to go there. At some point, right before all this happened, we were driving and having a good time. When we were evacuating and waiting on the firefighters and stuff, a guy rolled up as to what looked like my first car, which was a station wagon with wood paneling. We did manage to kill some of the giant spiders, but I woke up right as the hurricane was hitting.
I got it.
Okay, let's hear it, Jeff.
Actually, it's surprisingly simple. I would say when did you have this dream?
I don't know. Sometime last week. Yeah.
Okay. I would say no less than 72 hours prior to that, you had seen The Devil's Advocate, Arachnophobia, Twister, Weekend at Bernie's, Driving Miss Daisy, and Vacation.
Nice.
All right.
You love Hollywood.
Yeah, I love it a lot. Yeah, so that's it. That's the way my brain works, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
I don't know.
Who needs a hypnotist when you got us?
It's pretty crazy, man. Yeah.
We should have people like listening submit their dreams.
Yeah,
and we
would
could
be
interpret.
Interesting to hear.
Yeah.
I did have a really strange dream on Sunday. With everything going on in the Ukraine, that was
Right.
part of it.
Right.
And then right before I went to bed, I started to watch the beginning of movie 43.
Okay, yep.
And so the parents who are just really horrible to their son, they're homeschooling him. They do all sorts of horrible hazing to him. So the guy who plays the son in that role, he was in my dream. All I know, it felt like I was off the Mission Street Avenue, that area, and on a rooftop. And then there was actually shooting going across the rooftop, and I ran to the other side. And unfortunately, some people have been hit, but it was, I think that's where the whole Ukraine thing was in my head.
Right.
And I dove into the spot that was formerly occupied by the guy from movie 43, and he gave me that sad look like he did in the movie. So that's what I remember. I woke up to that. I was like, oh,
That is fucking weird, man.
Yeah, that's the only one I remember.
God, what is wrong with us? I don't know, man. Dreams are fucking super interesting.
Well, aren't they doing that to process like what's going through? Because like your body needs rest, and so that's part of your brain's way of like just downloading and exporting. I don't know how to say that well.
I don't know either.
But like it's refreshing. I don't know.
Well, I think we need a little refresher right now. We should play some music.
Yep.
We have some guests coming on. We have 2 interviews today, so like I said, that was the bulk of the talky talk besides the interviews. And the one we had with Georgij is great. We talk about the war a little bit, and his dad is still in Russia.
I've been thinking about his dad a lot this week.
Me too. It's wild what's happening right now, but it is what it is. Let's do the Von Tramps. This is their latest single. It's called Lo Mein. Well, thank you for coming on today with us. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
We're doing all right. We're just hanging out, listening to music on a Sunday, like every Sunday.
Hey, that sounds like a great Sunday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we just listened to your new song, Lo Mein.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's awesome. It's
Very good.
It's got the little No Doubt sound, which is a little different for you guys, I think.
Kind of. I mean, we do a little bit of ska. We dabble in a little bit of kind of two-tone. I think this album we really wanted to sound. We kind of went into like the Police a lot and Madonna,
Nice.
and I think that is and Blondie and that kind of stuff. And I think all that kind of stuff really influenced No Doubt as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I think there's a definite tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. Naming a band is so hard, and I love your name. How did you come up with it?
Well, we're all really big like Sound of Music fans,
Mhm.
and we were trying to come up with names for a really long time, and we're just like striking out. Like everything we said was like dumb, and we just hated it.
Yeah.
And then finally, I can't remember, one of us just said it, and we just all just started laughing hysterically. We're like, that's the one, because it's like slightly obscure, it's silly, like. And then tramp, like there's the double entendre there, but it also means like vagrant, like people who wander and people who like,
Right.
so I'm like, that totally fits us.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Cool. Hey, Jeff, you want to kick off with some real questions?
Sure. That's my job. Maybe give us an idea of who else is in the band and who plays what.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So, well, I'm the vocalist and the guitarist, and then with me is Chelsea Oxborough, who also started the band, and she's a lead guitarist. And then we have Chrisandra Ampison on bass. And then we kind of have just a big group of friends that step in and help us with the other roles. For example, on drums, we've had Dustin Phillips of the Ataris. We've had Claudio Rivera, who is in Thrice and Save the Day and Motion City soundtrack. Our touring drummer right now is Derek Malchow. And we have like a whole team of supportive drummers helping us out. So, and then we've got a horn section too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys have a new album coming out soon. Are you going to be taking everything on the road?
Yeah. So we actually leave on Thursday for a U.S. tour with Jolly Rocks. And then right after that, we're home for one day, and then we hop the pond and we go to Europe for 2 weeks. Yeah. So it's going to be super fun.
That sounds great. Hey, Will?
Yeah. What was that?
Great. I got a question for you. My name's Will. I'm part of this cast. Anyway, you guys are from Canada, right?
No.
No.
They're from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Might as well. We're close enough.
Forgive me for that. Have you toured Canada?
Not yet. No. Would love to though. There's a lot of really cool festivals and a lot of really good bands out of Canada.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We actually know that because we got a lot of Canada band. I can't say Canada. I don't know. Where's the first place you start touring Europe?
Frankfurt. So we fly into Frankfurt. Yeah. Germany. Yep. And then our label's in Austria, so we're going to be spending quite a bit of time in Austria.
Have you been to Germany?
No, 9.
I know you're going to be touring. I know it's hard to get out. It's hard to go see things, but I just want to let you know it's an amazing, beautiful country, and I wish you the best of luck if you can get some time alone just to see some just the natural countryside if you can. It's outstanding.
Enjoy your time in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so excited. Like we all can't wait. We're gonna have so much fun meeting so many new people and connecting with our music with other people, and it's gonna be a blast.
Good for you.
What's the punk scene like in Minnesota, and how was it growing up?
It's pretty strong. There's a lot of fat bands here, not like fat like Big Boned, but like Fat Records bands. Right. There's some fat bands too, but let's not talk about that.
Right.
So yeah, actually, like punk rock is pretty vibrant. This was the home of like the Replacements and Husker Du, and then there was a wave, in the '90s that was like Dillinger 4 and bands like that were on Fat, and then there's also a really strong ska scene here. now that's there's kind of like an indie movement, but there's still punk bands all over the place. This was actually the place that had the Triple Rock Social Club for a while, and Fat Mike from NoFX loved that club. And I actually got to work on that music video, Seeing Double at the Triple Rock, because I worked for the Triple Rock at the time that was shot. Yeah, so there's a lot of punk rock root here.
That's sweet.
That's cool. And you mentioned your label, which is Spam Records. So how did you connect with Stefan?
Just through the miracle of the internet. I really can't explain it other than just something that was incredibly serendipitous, where I don't know how we exchanged information, but somehow through mutual friends or something like that, we became friends. He heard the band, he liked the band, but I think it was also kind of neat that he's in like Austria, and that's like where the Von Trapp family is. And
I know.
I didn't put that together. Yeah. That's amazing.
It's just kind of amazing, like sort of funny story. And I don't know, we talked about punk music, we talked about dogs. He's got a really cute dog, I've got a really cute dog, and so that was a really good relationship.
That's awesome.
So I got a question for you. Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Oh yeah.
Oh girl.
Oh, yeah.
Give it up.
Do
Oh,
tell.
yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so this one is not human. Is that okay? It's not human.
Yeah.
Is that
And
weird?
you said this
So
one
I
as
had
if
a-
there's plenty.
Yeah, I had a dog that passed away a few years ago, and every now and then when I'm in the kitchen, I can feel her like bonking my leg, like trying to get treats. And it's
Really?
it's the weirdest thing. And then I always thought I was like making it up because I missed her so much. But then like the cat would like stare, and like the other dog would like stare, and I'd be like, "What are you looking at? You see it? You totally see it." Yeah, and so it's like not even creepy because it's like I feel like it's my dog from before, so I'm not weirded out by it. But yeah, there's quite a bit of paranormal experiences people have.
It's really nice. I mean, your dog loves you so much, she's still looking at you. Still
She just
loving
wants
you.
treats.
So
I
wants
mean,
treat.
yeah, I think she's just really treat motivated. Like, please cross over. There are treats. I promise.
Even on the other side.
Yes.
What kind of German food are you looking forward to?
Oh man, I love food. I love all food. So like really anything that anyone will feed me, I'm so excited.
Oh, really? What's your go-to when
yeah.
you're on tour then?
So Cassandra, my bass player, is a really good cook, and we do Korean barbecue all the time. So yeah, we're doing Korean barbecue out of the van.
What? That's
Like all the
awesome.
time. Like, yeah, we're super excited for that. We also are like doing a bunch of like grill outs and picnics and stuff. She's an amazing cook, so like we always have food covered. Like it's awesome.
That's
really
That
cool.
sounds a little fancier than I was thinking.
I know.
See, and that's the thing. Like we're just such a DIY band. We're so resourceful. We always have like family dinner together. Like we always like take care of each other. And I think that is one of our like.
Uh-oh.
I think it's our Zoom. Hold on.
Uh-oh. We lost her.
We lost everybody. Hold on.
Oh, everyone's frozen.
Mm-hmm. Crap.
Her grill's so big.
Oh, well, I'm a big boy. I can eat a lot of Korean barbecue. God.
I've never had Korean barbecue.
Oh, it's delicious.
Treat
You're
yourself.
missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a new
Treat yourself.
we got a new Brazilian barbecue place on the street.
Yeah, we need
I got to go
try
do
it.
that too.
Treat
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yum. Yeah, that's awesome.
Courtney, you got some questions?
Yeah. So when you are traveling around, what do you do? What are you all doing like in your downtime? Like, do you bring books with you? Is there any kind of like craft that you do? Like, what are you doing in the downtime?
This might sound boring, but like we really don't have downtime because when we're in the van, like we're actually, so like I'm a graphic designer, Chelsea's a video editor, Cassandra helps with like a lot of logistics. So we're actually like working on the band pretty much like the whole time we're traveling.
Oh, cool.
Like sometimes we'll like, you know, tune out for a bit and like listen to a podcast. Like we love My Favorite Murder. We listen to that a lot.
Yes.
You know, so we'll like listen to a few stories and stuff, but like we work all the time because to keep a ship like this running, and even though we get like quite a bit of help from our label, you know, we're still pretty hard workers, and we want to like grow the band, so we're always working at it.
That's great.
What do you think of the vocal fry on My Favorite Murder?
Oh, it's pretty good. That's like all my California friends have a little bit of that draw. I kind of like it. You know, like I feel like if you guys can like tolerate my Fargo like voice and like my long O's, I can handle a vocal fry or two.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, but I do love that show.
Yeah.
I like how they even address it. They know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a two-way street. It's good.
Jeff?
Jenna, who are you listening to when you're finally able to slow down and you want to listen to some music? Who are you checking out?
I listen to everything, honestly. I like I love Dolly Parton. You know, I'm a pretty big No Doubt fan. I like Minnesota music. I'll listen to I listen to my friends' bands. I listen to Space Monkey Mafia. I listen to a lot of ska. I really listen to everything. I'll give anything a shot. There's quite a few things that I even enjoy just for like being silly and being fun and not being serious. And I'll listen to just about everything. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Court?
Awesome. So, I just had a brain fart right now.
You're going to say
live on podcast.
I already. Oh, yes, that's it. Okay, sorry. So one of the questions. I'm sorry. One of the questions that I ask is because a lot of people who are listening are in bands themselves, and so they really are. The goal is to go on tour, right? So do you have any life lessons from the road that you can, pass on to other bands?
Yeah, it's just do it. Like I think a lot of bands are kind of in the boat where they're like they're just waiting on that opportunity, or they're waiting for someone to say yes. Like you have to be the one that says yes to yourself. Like you have to be the one that figures it out the first few times, and you have to be the one that fails, because every time you fail, you're going to learn how to do it better next time, how to do this, how to do that. So I guess like my biggest advice is just to do it and do it maybe smaller scale than what you really want to do. Start with like a few cities that are like regional, and start building yourself up. And over time, like you'll grow and you'll start to meet other people that'll make it easier for you, and will help you on the way, because everyone wants to see another band succeed. Like it's a completely different world, I think, than maybe it was even like 10 years ago, especially post pandemic. Like everyone that's out there wants live music and they want it to happen now. So,
for sure.
So just get out there and do it.
People are being crazy right now too. It like shows are wild, People have been hungry for it. So with that being said, what's the craziest thing an audience member has ever done at one of your shows?
An audience member? Well, I actually had, so back in the day, I had this day job, and I had a coworker who was just like a very normal, everyday 9-to-5, super kind coworker. And she came to one of our shows and she went nuts, and she started doing like backflips, and then she flashed me. And I was like, who are you?
Oh my God.
Like, what is going on? I thought that was like the coolest thing. Like she just like got super wild and like brought it for us, and it was super fun. And then
does she still like to go to shows?
Yeah, I saw her at the office on Monday, and then and she was just like, oh, hi. It was so funny. Yeah, I loved that. That was my favorite thing.
Awesome. Will, you get a question for Jenna before we let her go?
No, I don't. I just hope the best for you. Well, did you say this is your first tour or no?
No.
No, this is just our first time going to Europe. And,
right.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're super excited. I mean, we are definitely like mindful of the situation with Ukraine, and we're hoping that everything de-escalates and Ukraine gets the support they need. We're watching that, but we're excited to meet the people of Europe and hope that this can still happen for us.
I hope so too. I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I wish the best for you and your band, and a safe travels. And I appreciate you guys being out here and making good music and still being on a podcast with us. Thank you.
And I have
thank you so much.
I have one more question before Jeb asks his final question.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
He always has a final question. I can't see you, so I don't know if you have any tattoos. But if you do you?
No.
Okay. If you had to pick a tattoo for your bandmates to get, what would you have them get tattooed on them?
That's probably the best question that I've ever been asked. I love this. Okay. Okay, so on Chelsea, I would probably let's see here. I'd probably tattoo like a corgi and like Joan Jett's guitar and like and probably like a blender because she hates blended drinks. So I think that'd be really funny. She'd have to wear that forever. And then on Cassandra, I would tattoo a giant like whole back tattoo of the meteorologist Ian Leonard. She really likes this local meteorologist who is really nice, but is probably a total square. And she loves him so much.
I know the name of ours too, Meredith. But
yeah, you're gonna have to Google Ian Leonard.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see that.
See what I'm talking about.
That is awesome. And then what do you think that they would put on you?
I'm sure that Chelsea would put a pineapple smoothie on me because that's what she calls me, pineapple smoothie. I think Cassandra would probably tattoo a clock so that I'm never late anymore because I'm late all the time. And then probably my dog Hans. I feel like I just never can leave the house without that dog. So I would probably have that. Yeah.
I actually picked a tattoo for a friend of mine, and it was a clock because of the same thing, because he's late all the time.
All the time.
I'm not even kidding.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Beauty takes work. That's all I'm saying. It takes a lot of work.
I love it.
At your funeral, what song is playing? Doesn't have to be a Von Tramps song. It could be any song in the world.
Oh, goodness. Any song in the world. I'd probably say 99 Red Balloons.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which version? The original version?
Let's do the German version so no one knows what's going on.
Yeah. I like that a lot. Well, thank you so much, Jenna, for spending some of your
Jenna.
day with us.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Anything
thank
else
you so
you wanna,
much. Have a good day.
Yeah, anything else you want to shout out or before we go?
No, just make sure you're staying tuned to our socials. It really helps if you follow us. Go is coming out this Friday, so
Yes.
that you can get the album on the records. You can get the album on the website of our label, or you can get it directly from us on tour. We're so excited to meet you, so please come out to our shows if you're in the area.
All right,
Awesome.
sounds good. Well, thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much.
All right,
That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
all right, thanks,
Thank
Jenna.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye bye. Good evening, everybody, or afternoon. This is Will Ridge giving the old culture counter. God, I can't believe this, man.
You got it. You got it.
You can do it.
The culture corner.
Yeah.
All right, here we are.
You nailed that shit.
Well, very interesting. I kind of want to bring up a couple things, ladies and gentlemen. I want to ask every one of you and everyone out there if you've ever been on a search team party, whether or not it was for either human beings, whether or not it was for animals, whether or not it was just for finding someone out in the grocery parking lot. Have you ever been on a serious team search party? Any of you?
I have not, but that's an interesting question because now I think about it. We watch 48 Hours all the time, and you see all of the volunteers for the search party.
I've done scavenger
Right.
hunts. Scavenger hunts. Does that count?
Yeah.
Geocaching.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it counts. It's a different level of serious.
Geocaching. I think that counts. That's scavenger hunt.
Well, then they would.
Courtney, I've seen so many documentaries. I feel like I have, but I don't. Think
Yeah.
I have, but I'm pretty certain I have.
You're like,
not.
did you look over there? And you're like talking to the TV screen.
Right. Did you? Under the chair. That's good. That's good, Courtney. Well, anyways, I have became this week I've become a search party member, and unfortunately, it was a body recovery of a dog. An older dog fell off the boat, and he couldn't swim and he couldn't walk. He's a big old dog, and that means so much to this family that they asked certain people if they had a boat to go out there and keep their eyes open because they would hate to have a child see a beautiful dead dog floating in the water. Mm-hmm. So here's where I'm going to bring in turtles are important. I'm also going to bring in Egyptians. Ooh. And here's how we're going to go like this. These people were so devastated that they actually tried to hire a dive team. Now you may think, oh, come on, it's just an old dog or whatever.
Exactly.
That's how, see, I knew you have an evil heart. That's how much animals can mean to a person,
Right.
that they are willing to have a dive team. Now, a dive team will not come out unless it is for a human being. They're not going to waste their time for a dog. You know what I mean?
You can talk to somebody on the side.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Or if they're training, like, you know, because you need to train to be a dive searcher. It's you really do. It's one of our friends did it, and so you have to learn how to do the grid system like underwater because it's a whole
Courtney
other
can
training.
make money out of any situation.
I'm telling you,
I
know, dude.
Jeez,
wow, that's impressive.
So, where was I going?
Sorry.
They're going to get a dive team.
but they couldn't.
Oh, dive team. All right, but these people or this dive team refused to. Okay, they might have been able to get it. Young kids, I don't know. So, anyways, I've been searching every single day trying to find this dog so that they can actually have not necessarily closure, but they can bury this dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand how much it means to them. So much so that turtles are important in the sense the Egyptians, when they would die, they would actually kill their dogs, cats, turtles, alligators, and have them mummified and buried with them for their afterlife. Now, that's how much they cared about their animals, that I'm taking you with me.
Wow.
My question to you, and by the way, I saw a documentary. They found a mummified alligator. It was so awesome. And it was full of gold. It was full of gold.
Huh.
You know, it was like all just...
They
it
had
was
a pet
just
alligator then. That's what you're saying.
Well,
Sure.
Wow.
yeah, anyways. So let me ask you this question. How far would you go to, let's say your dog is missing. How far would you go to put money into finding your dog, cat, if it was missing?
Enough money for posters.
And that's about it for you.
That's it.
You scumbag. All right. What about you, Courtney?
I don't know. I'd try to organize a search team or something, but my dog actually did go missing, and he came back weeks later.
It was like a week later.
Yeah. So,
I opened up the door in the morning, and we did.
Really?
We went out and looked. We talked to everybody. Whatever. I mean,
yeah, we
not
talked
much
to
to do.
we talked to the neighbors, like all the things.
We lived
did
right
put
on
up-
the beach.
We put up
Did
posters.
you put up posters?
We put up posters. Yes.
And we lived right on the beach. So a week later, one morning, 6 a.m, I'm going to work. I open the door, and he's just sitting there, super sandy, dirty, just sitting at the door waiting for me to open the door. And I opened the door, and he just tried it in like nothing had ever
He
happened.
lived his best life for a week.
You know that
Wow.
he was such a piece of shit, this dog. You know,
Oh, man.
this dog would run down the beach and pee on people that are just laying out sunbathing. Everyone.
would.
Boop,
He
boop,
would.
boop, and fight every dog down there.
Oh.
The night that he died, he got into the trash, cut his paw open on a piece of broken glass, bled all over the house, and then had a stroke. He's on my terms.
Yes.
Wow.
So
what a
we
way to
actually
go
were-
out.
Yeah, I mean he did. So we actually did that. So we put up posters. We talked to the neighbors because our neighborhood at that time, like everybody was going to the beach at least like once a day. You know what I mean? So you're like, hey,
Sure.
here's my dog. Like if you see him, and somebody did see him running down the beach, so we did get a sighting. But that's what we did. Yeah.
So, Jeff?
Now, Jeff, I'm going to get your opinion, but let me ask you a question first, Jeff.
Yeah.
I am very, very, very sorry that I do not know the name of that albino shrimp of yours.
Oh, he's gone. He's been gone for 6 months.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They
Well,
don't
I'm-
last long.
Wait, but you had
Well,
two.
No, I'm just down to a couple fish now.
Okay.
I'm very sorry, but let me tell you this. If your albino fish was flushed down the toilet and I told you I can get him back, how much money or what would you go through to get him back?
Well, is a colonoscopy on the table? Because I just went through one of those.
Oh,
I don't know how that sweetens the pot, but I'm just saying, hey, do I get any credit for this? Like a stamp for a sandwich or something?
yeah, well, you get a sandwich. All I'm saying,
I'll give you, I mean, if you're going to get into the drains to get them out, I can replace them for $30.
yeah,
So
Right,
I'll
right.
say, I'll go $66.
Okay. Well,
All
I charge more than that, so forget it.
Yep.
It's pretty much all my culture I got right there. I just want to say that animals are extremely important to us. At least they are
Turtles
to me.
included.
Turtles included. The fact that Egyptians even took them to their tombs and stuffed them. I mean, for thousands of years, these animals have been with culture and have been with us, and we grieve heavily over them. And I don't know how I was able to put a dead dog search team into Egyptian, but
No,
I did so.
It tied
Did-
together.
Oh,
It
yeah.
tied together.
Did they find the dog?
No, we have not found the dog yet.
Are you searching in a grid? Have you mapped that out?
See, I didn't do that. I'm a novice. I just going in a straight line.
I
and
only
back
know
and
this
forth.
from TV shows. But I was curious.
Now, are there
Question of the week for next week.
Yeah.
Okay, if you know you're gonna die and it's Egyptian style, who you taking with you?
Ooh.
Okay, but
Huh.
Jeb already had a question, so it's a question for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but mine's a lot better.
His
it's
is-
interesting.
Yep. All right, cool. I like it. We'll do Jeff's. We can hold
So-
mine for another time.
One person
right.
and one object.
Yeah.
Oh, one
Like-
person, one person, and
It's
one.
always a
ob-
two-parter with Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like that, man. All right, cool. Let's do another song, and then we're gonna play the interview that we did with Georgij. All right, so we're gonna do Energia. I'm gonna play that. We're gonna come back after the interview, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Давай, ребята, du Melodie genügt dir dein Rausch. Die Russen sind dann nach einem Tagesmarsch. Legen wir los mit Energieaustausch. Come on everybody, beweg dein Arsch. Двигай плечами, руками, ногами, бедро кругалями. Вот мы преодолели барьер языковой. Are you ready to break down the wall? Do it now, crack the bomb till it falls. Let's run around, lift all the ground. Energia. Energia. Энергоснабжение в тебе агрегат. Рост напряжения 5000 ватт. Обменом энергии вас соединят. Тех, кто здесь, тех, кто с нами, те за мной повторят. Двигай плечами, руками, ногами, бедро кругалями. Вот мы преодолели барьер языковой. Are you ready to break down the wall? Do it now, crack the bomb till it falls. Let's run around, lift all the ground. Energia. Energia. Are you ready to break down the wall? Let's run around, leave all the ground. Energia. Давай еще раз.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you doing?
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady. How are you doing?
I'm great. A little bit worried and hiding myself in working in studio.
Right.
Yeah.
good.
Is everyone safe?
Yeah, I know people that are not safe. So my parents are living in Moscow, and they have a situation that all the medicine is now sold out. For
Oh,
example, my
no.
father needs for his heart, a special medicine. And yesterday he spent his day to driving around in Moscow to find in some apotheke, drugstore, and buy the last package.
Oh.
And this is the situation. So for the next time they are safe, it depends how long it will last.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. It's tough times. And
thank you.
I thought that you were still based in Russia, and I was wondering how we were going to do this interview.
Mm-hmm.
Because
yes, it would not work if I would be in Russia. I am living in Austria since 33 years.
Nice.
And I have an Austrian citizenship. I had the luck in the situation. It was a little bit like this, but not that hard like now. That was 1992. There was a war in Georgia.
Yeah.
And my boss' grandfather's coming from Georgia. And I was 18 years old, so I got, how you say it in English, when the young people in this 18 go to army, must go?
Enlisted, or
Enlisted,
drafted.
Yeah, yes, like this. And in this time I had already luck because my mother already married an Austrian guy, so they could take me from there. But I had some MPs, MP, the guys with the MP, military police, they came to my grandmother was looking for me.
Whoa.
Because I didn't came to the first enlisted.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yeah.
And but I had luck and my mother did everything possible that I already could get here the citizenship, the Austrian.
Wow. But she didn't go to Austria with you, or did she?
No, first 2 years not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because I had to finish the school and then
Wow. Well, we're glad that you're safe, and I hope your dad can find some medicine.
Yeah.
But
yes, we are safe, and since I'm living in Austria, my all music and all what I bring have something to do with Russian, because it's coming from. I never had a Russian passport. I had a USSR passport.
Oh wow!
The last one. And yes, but a lot of people in Russia now are afraid because there is a new law since yesterday, or since 1 or 2 days before, that every action that they can do, that they would do in supporting or saying something against the government actions, that could see that as a crime against the homeland or something.
Right.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
And we have they have their 15 to 20 years jail.
Oh my God.
What?
Yes. So as soon as you come, today I was speaking with my very first girlfriend in Russia. We split after I had to move out from there. Mm-hmm. And she said that if you go once to demonstrate with the sign, no war, or doesn't matter what stands on your tablet or something, you get the first warning, mm-hmm. And after 3 warnings, they open the case.
Wow.
They open the case?
Yeah, like to file against them.
Yes, they open the... the warning looks like they put you in a police bus, so they have right to take for 48 hours without any questions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are 3 warnings like this, and then you are in this 15 to 20 years jail
sentence. Yeah.
Case.
Wow.
Georgie, if you don't mind, I got a couple questions I'd like to ask. First of all, I want to say that very intense situation that is going on. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I want to introduce myself. My name is Will.
Hi, Will.
The host. Hi, Georgie. Hi. Over here on the host is Jeb. He's the host.
Hi.
And this is his beautiful wife in the same studio in Solvang, California. His wife, Courtney.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Courtney.
We're all in California right now, and we don't know much except what the news tells us. So I don't understand why your father can't get medicine. Could you explain why that? I don't understand. Is all the medicine out? I don't get it. They regulate it.
Yes, no. The thing is, the people get panic and buy now everything.
Oh,
in the shops.
like us with toilet paper. They all went out and bought all kinds of toilet paper.
Yeah, during the pandemic, that was the thing.
They panicked and bought all kinds of fucking toilet paper, and it was nobody could. It's so in a different level. Yours is more serious. I apologize, but
Yes.
Yes,
but it's kind of like you panic. We got to get toilet paper. I get it. You panic. You
Yeah.
got to get medicine. I get it.
Yeah. Well.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
so now, I mean, you're gearing up to go on tour with Flogging Molly. And you're leaving.
Yes.
When are you leaving to go? In a week?
We're leaving on Saturday at 12 o'clock in European time.
Okay.
All right.
How excited are you?
And yeah, before this, we organized now a charity concert to collect some money for the refugees that are on the border now.
Awesome.
Right.
So we're going to play a concert too with different musicians. And yeah, this is all a little preparations now. And our trip to USA, this is a dream of every European musician, you know. So,
Well, we're
to play-
excited to see you because we're going to be on the Flogging Molly cruise.
Yeah, we are. We're
Yes,
on the
yes.
cruise. And you guys,
Yeah.
you're playing in Ventura, California, which is right next door to us.
Oh.
Super.
So I was thinking we stop on the way to the airport and stop and see them.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and so
Have you-
go ahead, Will.
Have you been to the United States before?
No, this is our first time in United States.
Oh, very cool.
And your first time and you're touring. That must be so exciting.
Yes. This is really exciting. I was visiting already New York once,
Right.
just run through the streets and the state but that's all. Oh no, I was invited once to bachelor party in Texas, Austin.
Wow.
All right.
And there was 12 American guys. They invited me, and then they organized for me in one of the concert halls there. There was a country band playing,
Yeah.
and they asked me if a Russian guy can sing now, and then I was singing their country roads. And
That's awesome.
That is so funny, man.
Wow. That's great.
When you get over here, what kind of food are you looking forward to?
what kind of
Food.
food?
Yeah. Something to eat. What American food are you looking forward to?
I heard, we have friends, they just was touring, and they said there is one point that they didn't really count a lot about it and didn't care about. It's the food. They had to get a very good normal food like we are used in Europe. You go to a restaurant. Otherwise, they say you have a lot of fast food and all these possibilities. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can choose. I'm now on a kind of diet, so every second day I don't eat.
Oh,
So
man.
I don't really worry about the food. A lot of water would be enough, and vodka maybe too.
I was gonna say,
Vodka.
yeah. What's your go-to cocktail?
My favorite cocktail, it's called White Russian. I know it's maybe now politically not correct, yes, but it's let's say the Big Lebowski cocktail.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Caucasian.
Sorry.
Caucasian. That's what he calls it in the movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Courtney, do you have some questions for
Yeah,
Floggy?
so I'm curious, how did you link up with Flogging Molly for their not their cruise, but the tour? How did you link up with them?
Yeah. It's it's all because of those cocktails.
Yeah,
Really?
I like it.
We met each other on I think 2 different festivals, and one of them was in Hungary, and there we had some time to meet each other in backstage and to raise some glasses and to have a talk, and they liked our show. And suddenly it happened. So they asked us if we can imagine to go to the cruise first, and we was really happy. we are still happy. And then they asked, hey, if you go to the cruise, why don't you go to the tour? So it was, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
great. This is the dream of a musician here is coming true for us. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
Georgie, I got just a couple questions for you, and it'll be real quick. I know you live in Austria for 33 years. How many languages do you speak? I mean, can you listen and speak in Austrian?
Ich kann gleich auf Österreichisch auch reden. Jeder Österreicher versteht das gleich, dass ich ein Ausländer bin, aber das ist ja kein Problem.
Oh, okay, yeah, and?
This is Austrian dialect is very special. It's a still German language, yes, but the Austrian dialect, if an Austrian would like that German don't understand him, he can switch to a very hard dialect, you know.
Yeah.
And
Georgie, forgive me with my ignorance. What are you singing? What language are you singing when you're in the band? Well, yeah, the band.
I mix different languages. I think last album was a lot of English language.
Oh, yeah.
This I have a friend, our guitar player and our tour manager. They speak better English, so they correct sometimes.
Right.
Our guitar player, he's writing in English very good. And a lot of songs, some songs are in Russian, my mother language. I also have some unas canciones en la idioma español, porque he estudiado español.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
So you can speak several languages, clearly.
Spanish and English are maybe on the same level. I learned Spanish in the school in Soviet Union when I was really small, till I was 15. And I could speak very good, but now a lot of in this language, I forgot the words. So, but if I start to play in Spain, we played a tour in Spain. A lot of words are coming, so later you can speak more and more. I think it will happen with English too.
Yeah. When you're in the Bahamas, they speak English, but they can do like what you said. If they don't want you to understand what they're saying, they use that Bahamian dialect. And by the end of our trip, I was like, oh, I'm starting to understand a little bit. But if you're a tourist and they don't want you to hear, they can just turn it on and it is wild. You're like, I know you're speaking English. I have no idea what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Tell me, Jeb, I have a question. Do we go on Bahamas on land?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 different islands. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
It's going to be really fun. We've done it before. So we're really excited. It's just the Salty Dog Cruise is such a fun time. A lot of the people that go on it have been every year. So they're like a family. Everyone, every day they do a different theme. There'll be a lot of guys wearing skirts and dresses.
Like there's a tutu theme. There's a punk rock prom theme. There's like a
Pirate Day.
Yeah. Mermaid Day, I think, too.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Georgie, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have a great time.
You're gonna have a great time.
Let me ask you. Do you have any paranormal experiences?
Ooh.
Paranormal?
Yeah, ghosts, Bigfoot, aliens, something like that. Do you have a story?
No, not really paranormal, but once I was feeling the power of nature as we was playing once in Croatia with Russkaja. And the concert was really improvised on grass, and the backdrop was hanging between 2 palms. It was really funny, and it was very quick. First it was 1 drop, then a second drop, then third and fifth drop, but suddenly there came a hurricane like they never had since 74 or something.
Wow.
What?
Just
Out of
nowhere.
I was standing, it was a paranormal for me, because I realized that we have absolutely nothing against the nature. We cannot stop this. The things was flying around, people running in panic. And this moment when I was just standing still, like, oh my God, what's happening? What is this? Completely wet water everywhere. And
Wow.
Yeah, these ones I had, but paranormal really was like a UFO. Not yet.
Not yet.
That's why I go to America to find it out there.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. maybe in the Bahamas we can have an
Maybe in the
experience
Bahamas.
together.
In Bahamas, yes.
So you've talked about, traveling and doing music and touring basically before this tour. Do you have a life lesson from the road, like something you would talk to another musician about and say, hey, this is what I've learned from the road?
From what to wrote, you need a good atmosphere. That's very important to have good atmosphere between your people, not to put your eye so much in front.
Right.
And this is I think the most challenge, because we all are guided by our thoughts and stuff, and so that we are the middle. But to feel a part of it all, that everybody has some worries or has something to do in the band and this and this. I think this is most important, to have a good atmosphere, not, to think all the time about and why he said this and because maybe blah, 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 blah. Talk with each other, this is very important.
Right.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick, yeah.
Because
You say that perfectly with your accent. Don't be a dick. Yeah, I like that.
But you have so many people in your band. So how do you coordinate schedules? Because I've been in a large band myself, and I know that it's not easy on the back end. How do you do that and take care to do that?
In schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have since 2 years we have a new band, Mamacita.
Nice.
Yeah, her name is Vicky, and she is organizing exactly all these things. For example, now she organized everything necessary for the USA, and it was months of working. Yeah. She's very good. She was in a special school before for this music management. Cool. And she is really great. She has her own firma now and makes it really, really great. You will meet her maybe because, maybe when we see us, you will meet her. She's running all around, and we are asking, "Hey, what's next? Where should I go? Where is my food?
Mommy.
And where is my room?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I need that. Courtney is my mommy. Yeah, she takes care of me like that.
Yes.
She's my mommy too.
Yeah.
What do you play? What do you play in the band?
He sings.
I'm the singer.
Do you also play guitar?
I also play guitar. Yes.
Very good.
Nice.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah.
12 string.
Ooh.
You're gonna play us?
You want to hear something on the guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like. Let me try this one. I don't just think only one.
Okay.
Solo le pido a Dios que el dolor no me sea indiferente, que la reseca muerte no me encuentre, o así solo sin haber hecho lo suficiente. Solo le pido a Dios que lo injusto no me sea indiferente, que no me abofete en la otra mejilla, después que una gara me arañó esta suerte. Solo le pido a Dios que la guerra no me sea indiferente. Es un monstruo grande y pisa fuerte toda la pobre inocencia de la gente. Es un monstruo grande y pisa fuerte toda la pobre inocencia de la gente.
Yay! Thank awesome.
Yeah, sounds good. Man, we cannot wait to see you.
Yes.
I think you're gonna have a blast out there. The Flog and Molly crew is such a fun band and great people, and people in America right now, shows are packed.
Yes.
Everything is a lot of energy. People are so excited to finally be out again and to see live music. So I think you're just gonna have a great time.
Super. Really look forward for this.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so before we let you go, you have a new release coming out, Greatest Hits album.
Yeah, the Greatest Hits album. You know, we was thinking about, especially this idea come as we was invited to USA. We thought how many albums we should take give for the music, and then we thought maybe we take best songs. We ask our fans on our social media what songs would they like, and so a lot of people said, "Hey, you must put this song, but you must put this song."
Nice.
And all of this, so we checked it together and then we put it. And there was even one new song. It's Chronicles.
Awesome. I want to get my hands on that vinyl.
Yes.
And Stefan did your artwork, I read.
Yeah.
From Spam.
This is the great artwork. Stefan, he's even the owner of the label Spam Records, where we released this album. And he is one of the he's organizing biggest in Europe punk festival.
Yeah.
It's called Spam Fest. And a very nice guy.
He is awesome.
He's a sweetheart. We've had him on the show before.
Yeah.
And we threatened to go out there for it. We said, Stefan, give us the press passes. We'll come. Well, thank you very much for spending some time with us today.
Yeah.
I hope that your family stays safe.
Yes,
and let's hope that this whole thing passes very quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're safe and that you're getting to do something really fun. And everyone go out there and check out Russkaja. How do you pronounce it?
Russkaja.
Russkaja. Okay, I've been saying the J. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much, Georgij, for hanging out with us.
Hey, Georgij, thank you very much for coming on. Have a wonderful time in the United States and Bahamas.
Yes.
And enjoy yourself. You're going to have a time of your life. You'll remember this. So best of love and luck to you. And thank you for coming on.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Courtney. Looking forward to see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was our interview with Georgij. That was super fun. It's interesting to hear about first-hand accounts about what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was fun, man. He looks a little scary, but he's a big teddy bear, I think.
Oh no, he did not look scary to me.
When he's playing, he's all.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yes, he's very what is the word? Serious or like serious?
Yeah,
intense.
Intense is the right word. Yeah.
But I saw an interview with Mila Kunis one time, and she was talking about, because she speaks fluent Russian because she's from gosh, I don't even actually know, where she's in. But I know that she speaks Russian. And so she was talking about how she thinks it's a beautiful language. So like when her and her parents are talking, it sounds just like, hey, what's up? Like that's what it sounds like to her. But to other people, it's like, rah! And so I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's a cool accent.
Yeah, I love it.
Which, brings me back full circle from earlier. We were talking about our first band, Honeytalks, and them being from the UK. I thought it sounded like pop punk here. Do you guys know what the California shift is?
I don't.
You ever heard that term before?
No.
Jeff? California shift?
Never.
It's probably not. We're probably not having the same terms here. I've got my own idea, but no, I will say I don't know what your version of the California shift is.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So the California shift is, all right, I'm going to start from the beginning. There's a certain dialect that pop punk bands have been doing, like Green Day and Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, the Queen. So like and basically what it is like, because it's got that certain twang, right? The little nasally sound. It's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Kinda, I guess. Okay, I'm going to take
Mine was moving my junk.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
While walking.
I also
crossing the street. Go on.
Think that what you're saying kind of ties back to the meteorologists too, because they all have the same type of accent. Is it the nor'eastern, what you're talking about, where it's like it's like a neutral
Well, I think that's like all the news people they do.
Yeah.
Coming 8:00 tonight on Newscast 5.
Yeah.
You know, they trying to hold their voice monotone, you know, or like a little warmer.
But also accent neutral so that you can't really tell where they're at.
Do you have that time to listen to me whine? You know, so what it basically is, and like just same thing with that, what pop punk bands in America were trying to do is emulate British bands.
Oh.
And you know, like, I think subconsciously even, I don't even know that people were doing it on purpose, but what started happening is British bands started trying to copy American bands, and so it became this pop punk dialect. Like a lot of the like just like I'll play another song.
It's pop punk leftovers.
Leftovers. Oh
yeah.
No, I don't think so. I know where you're going with that.
They're shitting in the bowl and then it's getting reconsumed.
I just think it's really interesting. Like everyone's somewhat emulating everyone else, and it's become like this universal sound of pop punk, the California shift. And you can hear it. I mean, you can hear it in Honeytalks. I'll play it.
Well, remember as a kid and you would hear like a singer, any kind of singer.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I didn't realize that they were from another country. You know what I mean? So I think that like singing in general kind of neutralizes accents in a way. I mean, not all the time. Because like if you listen to Frank Turner or Beans on Toast, you can hear their accents in their singing.
Sure.
But there are certain, I don't know. Do
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's like folk music though, too. Like it's generally pretty specific to the country that it comes from, I would say. You know, like Americana definitely, you know, whatever. Sounds a lot different than Irish pub folk music. Go ahead, Will.
Mila Kunis is from the Ukraine.
The Ukraine.
Oh, right.
Okay, yes. So then she doesn't speak Russian.
Soviet Russia, Soviet Ukraine.
Okay.
Right. So that was it. I just wanted to bring that up. And then I got one more little story before I let you all go, because I just saw this week and I thought it was really interesting. Jerry Only from the Misfits, one of the founding members of the Misfits, was with Sid Vicious the night that he died.
What?
Yeah. On February 1st, 1979, Jerry was invited to a party on Bank Street, Manhattan's Greenwich Village, where he was introduced to infamous Sex Pistols bassist Sid Vicious. They broke up a year earlier, and what had happened was when Jerry met him at the party, Sid had been released earlier that day from Rikers Island on bail for the alleged murder of his girlfriend, Nancy Sprugden, however you say it, who had been found stabbed to death at the Chelsea Hotel, October 1978. I was one of the first people at the party, Jerry says, so I ended up making bolognese sauce with his mom. Then a bunch of his buddies rolled in, and all they did was get high, and drugs weren't his thing. So he took off, and he left, and then he died. Sid Vicious died.
Wow.
That's just kind of wild, like two big names in punk coming together. He just made pasta sauce with his mom. Well, they got fucked up.
I think it's called bolognese sauce.
Yeah, I can't pronounce
bolognese. Also,
bolognese.
Greenwich Village.
Greenwich, yeah.
Not
See,
Greenwich.
I don't know, man. Greenwich.
Greenwich. I don't know.
I'm stupid, dude. I don't know how to do these things. So that's it. Those are all my stories.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was a big show.
It was a big show.
Yeah. Lots to talk about, and we have some great guests coming up. We're going to be taking off Salty Dog Cruise here pretty soon. So we're just cramming them in, man, as many as we can get done.
Yeah, so that there's no delay in Sounds Like Nonsense.
That's right. You will not
watch Sid and Nancy in your downtime.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I have watched that movie so many times.
Yeah. All right.
Beyond.
I don't need to see it ever again. Last thoughts, Courtney?
Wow, our hearts go out to all of the men, women, children who are fighting in the Ukraine right now. So just really hoping that this ends so soon. Yeah.
It will. Final thoughts.
You guys have a great time, and I'm sorry. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you next week. Wash your hands. Be cool. Don't be a dick.
All right, Jeff. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I'll just say what Will said. Great week.
Great week.
It's hard. It's like a countdown.
I don't know why you guys struggle with this.
It's
the
stressful.
Same time every time. Okay. Well, I want to say thank you to the bands that came on. We got Honeytalks, the Tramps, and Russkaja. Great songs. We got some new albums coming out. There's so much new music coming out from everyone, you guys. Go out there, see a show. Go dance, do the things.
Follow the bands.
Follow, like, subscribe. Do that for us too, please. SoundsLikeNonsense.com. I'm going to play another song by Honeytalks. It's going to be their latest song called Radio. So that's it, man.
All
you guys have a
right.
great week. We'll see you soon.
Have a great week, everybody.
Okay, deuces.
Bye.